Nick Adams is with us. He's the author of a book, I understand. He's a green card guy. He's from Australia. And he's a tough nut, this guy, because he believes in tough love, don't you? You believe that the Dreamers should not be allowed to stay. They should come through the immigration process just like the rest of us. You're a tough guy, aren't you, Adams?
Well, happy Valentine's Day to you too, Stuart.
Well, you
wow,
are.
is this what we've come to?
Yeah.
No love, no nothing. Look, Stuart, quite seriously, this is an important matter, and I think that I am able to solve it for you.
Go.
You know, I think that there can be a compromise here. I think the non-negotiable part of this is that the Dreamers do need to go. I think that is an indispensable symbolism that illegal immigration will not be tolerated. But, as you and I both know, many of these Dreamers have wonderful contributions to the United States. So I think that they can be let back under a very expedited process, maybe just a matter of weeks. But I do think that in the first instance, just for the symbolism, to make sure that everyone knows that there is never going to be a reward for bad behaviour, they do have to go back, but for a very short time.
OK, let me make a couple of points, because it's an interesting idea, and I'm listening to you, but 2 points here. Number one, you're not going to deport. You're not going to force out a couple of million people. It's not going to happen, because as soon as you try to deport somebody with a child in tow, you'll have the TV cameras there, and they'll be weeping and wailing, and you can't do it. Number two, you don't have the votes. You do not have the votes in Congress for deporting millions of people. Even if you build a 1,000-foot-tall wall, you don't have the votes.
The way that we sweeten the deal, Stuart, is by letting them come back in a really expedited process. I just think it's counterproductive. If we're really going to achieve immigration reform, we're really making it counterproductive from the very beginning if there is no tough enforcement here for the Dreamers. If we say we're going to build this wall and we're going to end chain migration, we're going to do all of these things, but the Dreamers, they can completely stay. I just think that sends the wrong message from the very beginning. If we can get all of those things, but the Dreamers have to, because of that indispensable symbolism, go back just for a matter of weeks even. Maybe even days, depending on how quickly we can do this.
But it wouldn't work.
Then something can happen.
I mean, what about legal challenges? Everybody and his brother will get a lawyer. They'll go straight to the courthouse and say, you can't do this to me. And the judge will say, no, they can't do that to you. You stay. That happens, Nick. Come on, this is America. I have more experience about the legal system in America than you do. You cannot beat American lawyers. They're all over you.
Listen, that may be right, but this is a fight worth having. This is a principle worth standing up for.
Not if you lose,
we need to have
you are
borders.
guaranteed to lose.
Well, look, I tell you what the real loss is going to be, Stuart, if we continue to let our borders be penetrated, if we continue to reward bad behaviour, if we continue to say that this is OK, we're going to have a lot of trouble.
I still don't think there's anything wrong with a deal which says, first, you build the wall, you secure the border, then you let the Dreamers stay. I don't see anything wrong with that deal at all. That is practicable. There is a vote for it in Congress. It could happen. It could happen. And you'll fix the problem because you've got to secure that border. I'm with you all the way. You've got to secure it.
I like your deal, Stuart. I just like mine a little better.
OK. Well, that was interesting. It's Valentine's Day, and we sort of got together on this. Nick, I'm sorry we're out of time, but it's an interesting debate because I like your side of the argument here, and there are a lot of people very much on your side. I just think it's impractical at this time. Come back and see us again, OK? Because this is the debate of the week, and we want you back, OK, Nick?
Look forward to it. Thank you, Stuart.
You're welcome.